AC Stinger. Okay, let's see it. No, I don't think so. Should be just me.
Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, the start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shelby on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. All eyes on this team and what they've been able to do with their bats recently. Been ripping the cover off the ball.
Yeah, the way they've been putting up runs, it honestly looks like they've been taking BP out there, Boog. Excellent timing with their swings and clutch with runners on base. You name it, they're doing
Here's
it.
monster numbers for a week of games.
That's what I want to find out.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting to start, Reed Detmers. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Chandler Simpson leading things off and takes a strike.
Good job catching that.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull him to second.
Lead off double.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. And a strike in there. Caminero launched a homer in his most recent game. Man at second.
Ball.
Just starting things out here in Angel Stadium. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to short.
Got him over to third, so
One out in the top
productive
of the first.
out.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Andrew McCutchen.
And you got to like this matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
Here's Ketel Marte, the American League leader in RBIs this year.
Ball.
A little tough seeing it up when it's up like that, but
You're in game one of this 3-game set. Fastball for a strike.
hopefully it won't be too long before the sun will go down and it'll get darker.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2. Laser to the gap, should score the run. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Now a relay to second, not in time. He's safe as they jump ahead, a run scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Especially taking it the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh next to hit for the Rays. Second in the American League in hitting. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
Ball one.
Runner at second here, one gone. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Ah, I swung at that way too soon.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Neto throws to first. That's out number 2.
First baseman Jonathan Aranda.
Stepping in, Jonathan Aranda. Aranda matched a homer in his last game. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man on second, 2 down. That's ripped into the outfield. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back in Anaheim, and starting on the mound for the Rays, Steven Matz. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Mike Trout, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And there's a ball. Ground ball left side.
Easy out, number 1.
First. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Batting 7, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one, Christian Moore.
Yeah, he's really slumping at the plate right now. Not only is he having a hard time finding any base hits, he's just not finding a way to get on base either. Sometimes a walk can get you back on track. Less than a .250 on-base percentage over his last 10 games. So that kind of tells me that he's jumpy, he's not recognizing the pitches, and he's out of his plate discipline. I got to think he's looking for ways to try to simplify that approach. And I think if you can just let the ball travel a little bit deeper, make sure you see it, that will help you to put good ABs together. And even if you don't get hits, you'll draw some walks.
The 1-0. Line drive and foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball 2.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So, man aboard, Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these
Gave that one a
outfielders
ride,
get
though.
about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit.
Right.
Neto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the inning.
No problem with a one-out single.
They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Andrew McCutchen. Fouled off left side. In the air, right field. He's got it. 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman Taylor Walls.
Taylor Walls now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Curveball drops in for a strike. Walls with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder Johnny DeLuca.
And now the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
2 down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Out towards right center field. Trout should have this one. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 1 and the Angels nothing. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Ball, no.
And the 1-0.
High.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
That one fouled off. One and 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Yeah, I had the shift on there and it kind of
Even though he was really late on it, he
worked against me.
barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing and not get beat by that pitch.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nolan Shotwell, the next to hit for the Angels. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hammered on the line, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Christian Moore. Close,
No.
but called a ball. Ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. And that one is lifted in the air. McCutchen gets under it, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Second baseman, Oswald.
One out man at first. And next for L.A., Oswald Peraza.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That's
No,
off the mark,
that's down.
and it's 1-0. This to center field. And it falls. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Trouble brewing
Good
here.
start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels. That one's in there, 0-1.
No, off the plate.
To the right side, they get one, but no throw to second as they only get the out at first.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder, Mike.
And now batting, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 so far.
Make sure I got the base there.
Ball.
Shotwell, the runner at third. Peraza at second with 2 gone. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one out in front that time. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Now here's a flare off the bat. Down the line, and it's foul.
Don't know how to pitch this inning.
That's to third. Gets it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, well, as we noted at the top of the show, we've seen this offense explode early in games during this stretch. Not so much today, Singy.
Yeah, this one's been much more of a slow burn, but pitchers beware, it's still early. Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Up and in, 1-2 the count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Evened up.
Laser.
There you go, Nick.
Bases. Around first and hustling for second.
Get you back over that Mendoza
It's
line.
a leadoff double to start the third.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
Fuji.
Man at second.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of.
Keep that going.
Strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Junior Caminero next to hit.
It'll take a lot for him to get that home run.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. He reaches 40 stolen bases on this season with that bag. The 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one finds the zone. That's
you have fun?
On the ground at first, Shadowell. He steps on the bag and one away in the top of the third.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He doubled home a run at his first AB.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that is out of play. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a foul ball. Almost got him. One away with a runner at third. Oh, that one almost gets him again. Payoff pitch. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate
Padding the RBI total for small way.
If you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
One down. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Cal Raleigh. Grounded out his first time up.
Hurry.
And the 0-1. There's a strike.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Good job laying off of that, because that would have gotten me a lot of other times.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. But 2 runs for him and a jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Rays 3 and the Angels 1. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
Outside.
This one in the air, center field. DeLuca settles underneath it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder.
Here's Joe Adele. Flying to center his first time. That's in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Simpson under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, catcher.
Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
Hey, Maxie. How was stream?
2 down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Yeah, what were you up to tonight?
goes down looking. Angels held in check. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Make any curse fusions?
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Hey, Veronica.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game.
Interesting.
Back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making
normal
contact
psychic,
more than 85% of the pitches that
that would
they're
be
swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Check swing. He went. No balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, Nathan.
Ball. Ball.
In the air, out towards left center.
Yeah, it depends on how you look on that.
Takes it in for the out, and there's 1 down.
Could be a good or a bad thing.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move.
A Volcarona and a Ninetales.
Out of the game.
That was a hot fusion.
Start, but he kept them in it
They're
to
both
this
fire
point,
types.
and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for the
Kirby
Angels,
Yates gets the
number
call from the pen.
39.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Kutch to the dish. Flied to right his first time.
Ha!
Yep. Got a whole set of games here in Southern California for a while, so.
On the ground, Neto. Slings to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Taylor Walls.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Taylor Walls. Flied to right his first time. Fastball almost got him there.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Two down, nobody on. Makes the
Right
grab,
to him.
and that'll end the inning. Rays held in check here, but they still lead it 3-1.
Hey, Rex's got an 80-string streak going. Half a season, yep.
Bottom 4, now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
Soler.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ooh, Toronto could be could pass the Yankees for a second in the AL East here.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Now at the plate, Nolan Shanuel.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And there's a curve through for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
On the ground, out to short. Marte throws to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
The sinker's his bread and butter pitch, Boog, and he's gone to it plenty in this one. He's used it on more than half his pitches so far. And he's limited the damage so far. Nothing too bad. Might stick with this approach.
Moore stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball to left.
No problem with that one.
That is the inning. Offense held in check there. On to the top of the 5th we go. Rays 3 and the Angels 1. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. Just missed.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
A little bit low. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The 2-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you.
Pretty good. It took me till the 5th inning to strike out, to have a strikeout against me.
Because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a 4-seamer.
Fortes in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
That one was way up there.
2-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. Shanuel steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Next for Tampa Bay, left fielder Chandler Simpson.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kirby Yates gives way, Two-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Chase
Angels,
Silseth will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
2 down, nobody on. Line to left. And that's the 3rd out.
Quick inning there.
Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. Rays 3 and the Angels 1. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. On the ground, right side. Aranda takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Angels, left fielder, Josh.
Now here is Josh Lowe. He's 0 for 1. Late swing, foul to the left. The Angels trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder, Mike.
Here's Mike Trout. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one in there to Mike Trout.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
To third, Caminero. That's the 3rd out.
Yeah, I thought that was going to kick off the bag.
Angels go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Brent Suter.
Well, he's struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero, has grounded out a couple of times.
That's a strike.
You'll one.
No, that's
Action
a ball.
in the Angels bullpen. Ryan Zefferchan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And that clips the inside corner.
I caught that one.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right.
Big fish.
Ball one.
He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. And that drops in for a strike. Suter, a tall lefty, 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. High fly ball, right field. Adele under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Cal Raleigh. Close one, doesn't get the call.
His hair's going to get turned over.
Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and making an easy out.
Clips the corner. That's strike 2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know
Pretty
he
good
knows
streak
about
there.
it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Next to hit, Jonathan Aranda.
Hook one.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that is that. The Rays strand just the 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
In the air, left field. And a quick out, number 1.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now batting Joe Adele. Tap foul at the plate.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. The Halos down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Chop to the right side, and that's just foul.
No,
Really
that's a
good
ball.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
I can get Steven through this inning. I'll have the bullpen take it from here.
That smash towards center. DeLuca moving under it. And there are 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Travis d'Arnaud digs in. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Hey, Yoko.
Grounds 1 to short. Marte throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. And the Angels are gone in order, and they still trail it here 3-1.
We got the mass appeal. Whole lot of facts on facts on facts on facts on facts for real. Major League World Series.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Zefferchan.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Actually, no, not him. I'm gonna do, do soul start in this one.
That's a ball.
That
Ball.
one misses. Ball 3. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
How's work going tonight, though?
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Man, that was very close at first. I thought for a second he might beat it and reach on the strikeout, but that was a nice, strong throw to complete the out. That's a tough play when there's not much margin for error on the throw.
Yeah, so just beaten.
Taylor Wall.
But I'm going to go ahead and take my ad break here. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay. We are back.
Drive!
The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Inside, almost got him. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
DeLuca in the box again, takes the strike. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Zefferjohn won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Robert Stevenson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Man at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. 1 for 2. And the 1-0. Here's a high fly ball out
Pop
to
that one
center.
up.
He's got it, and that is that. Nice work from the Angel pen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Rays
I already
3,
did that.
and the Angels 1. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida.
Now pitching for
We're
Tampa
back
Bay.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cole Sulser.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Hello, designated hitter Jorge Soler.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one hammered center field back there. Out of here. Jorge Soler goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year. And just like that, they're within a run. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Those are some realistic flames, I'll tell you that now.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Digging in, Nolan Shotwell.
Too low.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The Rays trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers.
Yeah, that's not the plan I had in mind, bringing the bullpen in.
From these spots, he knew he could change the game, and that's exactly what he just did. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
He's a little bit too far to the left for him.
Here's the third baseman, Christian Moore. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. That's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a bouncer. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Angels, second baseman, Oswald.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Poke that one out there.
Center. That gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And next for the Angels, Josh Lowe. Runner on the move. In the air to left center. Simpson coming on. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder.
Go-ahead run on base. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. The throw to second. Runner around third on his way to the plate. And they take the lead in the 7th.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So runner at second, 2 down. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball popped in the air. But it's just foul. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down.
No.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Trout flying around third, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
No, it sure didn't.
Angels.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
No, that's outside.
And Steven did awesome.
Stands at second with 2 gone.
One run on 6 innings. 6 innings. That's really good.
Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Yeah.
Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2
Wheels came off big time there.
The long ball was working. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. And we're back. Well, this team's been cruising on offense lately, Singy. Today, though, speed bumps at every turn.
Yeah, they're going to need to refuel and step on it before it gets too late.
Yeah, late's here, so.
Trying to bunt his way
That's
on.
foul.
And that's just foul. Now
Nope.
a drag
That's a foul
bunt, third
ball.
base side. And it goes just foul. That one way inside. One, 2 now. Puts it in the air out towards left center. 1 away.
Up next,
Yeah, I got my big guys coming up.
baseman, Junior Caminero.
And now, Junior Caminero.
Be right.
The 0-1.
Ball. Ball 2.
He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Way inside, and that hit him.
Up next for Tampa Bay, short.
Runner on at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, I could tie it up right here.
Marte.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Off the mark there. Ball one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
I think I might let him work himself into trouble.
That one outside. 3 balls, no strikes. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. The Rays with the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's in there.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
That's in there. And now 3-2. Man at first, one away. Line and a base hit into right. Right now, he's making a really hard game look really easy.
No, just a nice job.
Yes, he is.
A pretty high leverage spot right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
With a chance to take the lead now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one misses, and that's ball one. Two on, one out. Next pitch in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And the tying run is on base.
Good patience to take that walk and keep.
Actually, that's the go-ahead run.
And it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Jonathan Aranda digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. That's in there. Strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
So the tying run at second. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And now it's 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And a payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Walked in a run. That's getting a run the hard way.
Remain loaded. Now with the tying run at second and the winning run at first. Here's McCutcheon.
Winning run is actually at second now.
Ground out and a strikeout.
The go-ahead run is, anyway.
Ball one, no strikes.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, base is loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
There's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Not in front of that one. That would have been a double play if I would have made contact with it.
And prevent that run from scoring.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Robert Stevenson won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Poor out save they're trying to get here.
So they turn to their closer, Drew Pomerantz.
Well, no margin for error.
Alright, well, you know what? Swing for the fences.
Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Oh, it's a lefty too. I thought it was a righty.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. So
Still may not be a bad idea though.
that's in there. And it's a ball and a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Outside, now 2-2. This to third. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of inning number 8.
Good shot, though.
Angels 5, the Rays 4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Edwin Uceda.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Well, 1-run game. Here is Darno. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Yep.
In the air, right field. McCutchen settles under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter.
At the plate, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game.
He rides.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hacks and misses. It's a
Made him look bad there.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Ground ball up the middle. Marte throws to first in time.
See if I got a little bit of ninth inning magic to get this thing tied up at least.
As they hold on to a 5-4 lead. We go to the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Ball one there. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Next one in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The 0-1.
That's the ball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. This one in the air, center field. Trout on his way over. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Nice chance for me.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Ball.